the sea. Darling,
And yes, some of our food comes from under the sea when we are in the kitchen. And actually, one of the big demands around town and pretty much around the country has been gluten-free. And a lot of people may not understand what that means, but it certainly affects a lot of diets and a lot of lives. And this morning, we have Chef Jeff Foresman from Zocca, which is at the Westin Riverwalk, with us this morning to give us a main dish and a dessert that will please pretty much anybody, I think. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Great
Thank
to
you.
have you in.
Great to be here.
Well, you have quite a display, and we're going to get to all of it, but maybe we'll start with the main dish first.
Sure,
You're going to be making some salmon today, right?
We wanted to showcase one of our entrees on our new gluten-free menu at Zocca, and this one has become really one of our most popular, and it is our pan-seared salmon.
Okay.
And this dish is very healthy. We use Atlantic salmon, very fresh.
That does look good. I love salmon. And salmon's usually pretty good for people who do have health problems. It's very good for you, too. It's not a fish that you should be steering away from, right?
It is. It's actually one of the 14 main superfoods. It's very high in antioxidants and omega-3. It's a great source of protein, very lean and very, very healthy for you, yes.
Very good. I can smell that coming up already. Is that just a little oil in there first?
We start with a little extra virgin olive oil and pan-sear the salmon. I've just rubbed that with a few herbs. We actually have an herb garden, not this time of year, but right on the Riverwalk, where we do grow our own basil, parsley, and thyme.
Nice.
And we start that with some artichokes, some grape tomatoes, some of our fresh Italian Kalamata olives.
Very nice.
And fingerling potatoes.
Oh, I was going to say, is that really a potato? Because they look little
They're just
bite-sized.
they're just cut into a coin size like that.
Great.
And we're going to let that all sear together and add a little bit of freshly chopped garlic.
Okay.
And some salt and black pepper.
Very nice.
And then we have a little bit of lemon zest as well that will go in there.
I love lemon. Now, all of these ingredients are gluten-free. Is that right?
They are. They are. The gluten-free, I don't want to say fad or trend. It's really here. Almost 1% of the population of the United States has now been diagnosed with celiac disease. Or have an intolerance to gluten. And we found that really in the past 6 to 8 months, more and more of our patrons were asking for this. So we had to really rethink how we were doing things, especially in an Italian restaurant.
Right.
Gluten is the starch that's found in wheat and wheat products.
Yeah.
So things like pasta and doughs and
breads
pizza,
and stuff.
breads, exactly. Many of the staple things that we use in our northern Italian cuisine contain gluten. So we had to rethink what we do. We use wheat to replace wheat flours with rice flour and corn flour, things of that nature.
Was that a challenge for you guys when you keep getting these requests to say, hey, a lot of our menu contains gluten, let's switch it up a little bit?
It was at first, and as chefs just said, you know what, we really need to meet this challenge, rethink how we're doing things. And it has been wildly popular.
Yeah.
It really has been. We've heard great feedback from our guests that we are one of the only restaurants on the Riverwalk that really cater to the gluten-free demand that's out there.
Right. Well, you know, I was saying before the break, I have a couple of aunts with this, and whenever we try to go out to dinner, they have such a select few of restaurants. They're not here in San Antonio, but if they were here, they would love this because you certainly would be popular with them. But even for people who don't have it, it is a good health choice to go down anyway. So and you still get some flavor in there.
It absolutely is. And we brought some products with us that really can be found at your local H-E-B or grocery store. There's a new gluten-free Bisquick mix out that's great for baking. There's some breads and other things. In our bar, we actually serve now gluten-free beer, and there are two varietals here. One is imported from England. It's a top-shelf beer. It's a really fancy ale.
Very
and
nice.
the other is an Anheuser-Busch product.
Cool.
But this also, you know, more choices for our gluten-free guests.
And I want to get to this cake because you had mentioned something in Espresso Buttercream. Is that what you? I mean, that's like music to my ears.
It is. Our pastry chefs have really risen to the challenge and have made all kinds of wonderful things, from blueberry muffins and croissants and danishes in the morning, breakfast breads as well, to wonderful, wonderful desserts. And this is a fine example. As you said, it is a completely gluten-free chocolate and espresso buttercream cake.
Wow, that's amazing. I just want to make sure we get the final look here of the salmon. Anything else left to do with this? Because that looks amazing.
This, we just deglazed it with a little bit of saffron broth, white wine, and again, then we would place it in the bowl like this with fresh lemon. And again, it's a very healthy, gluten-free, easy to make. The recipe we're going to post on the website as well for everyone.
Okay, great.
Just a few steps, something that can easily be made at home.
Right, so you don't have to even go out to eat to do that, but we thank you so much for showing these for viewers at home. You had mentioned you're a Northern Italian. Is that what Zocca is? And what else can people expect when they go to the restaurant?
Zocca is a wonderful Northern Italian cuisine. The word Zocca is actually a small town in northern Italy that's known for its very fresh food and its wonderful hospitality. And that's really what we're all about. So freshly made pizzas, pastas, wonderful, wonderful entrees, ossobuco and steaks, plenty of seafood as well. So
that sounds amazing.
Quite a variety.
And you guys are in the Westin, right, on the Riverwalk?
420 West Market Street, right on the Riverwalk.
Okay.
Beautiful location. We have a wonderful patio. You can dine al fresco outside and look at the river.
Yeah. Great location there, too.
There
it is on the screen. I want to make sure our viewers know exactly where to go. And again, that's 420 West Market Street there. The number on your screen for any other information that you might need. And maybe for those of you at home who want to know everything that's gluten-free on their menu, 210-444-6070. But we have a special treat, a dinner for two. If you are the first caller right now, call us 470-5222, 470-5222, and we will give you dinner for two from Chef Jeff. Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you
love
so
this
much
meal.
for having
and
me.
before we go, I have to show this. I don't know if that camera will catch it or if Andrew will show you over here. These are so cute. Oh, I almost dropped them. I love them. I don't want to put them in the salmon. How cute is that? Little tuxedos.
They are our tuxedo dipped strawberries, and they will be featured on our Valentine's Day special, February 14th.
Great, and they can get that information on your website too for Valentine's Day.
It's all
stuff?
on our website.
Terrific.
Yes.
I mean, these are they're just so cute. All right, well, happy Valentine's Day in advance.
Thank you.
We're going to be back in just a few minutes. We're going to take all this in. Stay with us.